It's a big milestone for News 2 this week as we celebrate 70 years in Charleston. You may remember the station signed on the air as WUSN on September 25, 1954, and later became WCBD in 1971. We are reflecting on decades of journalism and service.
We are, and we've really enjoyed reconnecting with the station's history and then many of the people who have worked here over the years as well. News 2's Hannah Powers is live in the studio now with more from two of our former anchors here at News 2. Hey, Hannah.
That's right, Erin, Carolyn. I mean, how neat is it? How fun is it to look back at this archival footage, notice all the ways that Charleston has changed, but also ways that it's stayed the same over these last 70 years. And also, of course, reconnecting with former News 2 employees about their time here and some of the big stories that they've covered. Dan Ashley was a lead reporter and anchor at the station from 1987 until 1995, describing to us his time in Charleston as magical. Ashley is still in the news business. He is the evening news anchor in Large Market, San Francisco, California, but credits his time in Charleston for preparing him for such a long and successful career. He shared with us some fond memories of living and working in the Lowcountry.
For those of you who may remember, I was there from 1987 until 1995, a little over 8 years, a magical time in my life, and I am so honored to have been asked to say a few words about my time there. WCBD continues to have a tradition of excellence in broadcasting, and News 2, one of the finest newscasts and news teams anywhere, with just great people doing great work. I've always been so proud to have been able to work there as anchor and reporter for many years, and I have so many great memories. One of my favorites is covering Spoleto in the start of that festival every year and being down at the Four Corners of Law and broadcasting live because it was such an uplifting, fun time. Of course, we went through Hurricane Hugo and base realignment, the Navy realignment, so many other big stories that happened over the years. But my time there was magical and gave me the opportunity to do some other things in my career as well. And 70 years of being a part of the Charleston Lowcountry, what an incredible milestone, what a great legacy of serving that community.
And we also caught up with Leslie Lyles, who started at News 2 also in 1987, another lead reporter and anchor at the station. And she shared what it was like to cover the big stories like Hurricane Hugo, a story with impact so great they would be covered for the next decade. She shared more about how she feels the role of journalism continues to change and evolve. When reflecting on her favorite memories of her time at News 2, what she had to say still rings true for many of us who work here at the station. And that was about the amazing colleagues she got to work with along the way.
Well, to my former colleagues and my dear friends, I love you all to pieces. And you know that. And to the people who are currently working there, boy, you're the luckiest people ever. And you may not know it, but we all have big dreams. We go off to bigger things. Let me just tell you, it does not get any better. You are working at the greatest little television station in America, in the greatest town in America, with the greatest individuals. My favorite memories have to do with my colleagues. I worked with the hardest working, most creative, craziest bunch of fellas mostly. Like my friend Dan Ashley, my friend Rob Fowler, we worked with the sportscaster Bill Baer, and those guys worked hard and they made you laugh the whole time. It was just, those are the greatest memories. Your colleagues, you know, and they treated me like their little punching bag sister the whole time, but we still have each other's back and we're still best friends to this day. I love those guys.
We hope that you will join us tomorrow afternoon during our 5 p.m. show for these stories and more as we say happy anniversary News 2 and reflect on an amazing 70 years of journalism, entertainment, and service.